Hello students, and welcome to the tutorial on using Noodletools. The first thing you'll need to do is go to the website, noodletools, .com. Once you get to the website, you'll see something that looks like this unless they change their homepage. But click on the login button. Then on the right, you have two ways to sign in, but the majority of you should be using this Google login because this is probably how you set this up last year or the year before. This will use your student Google account to kind of help you sign in. So mine, when I click on that, right, I select the appropriate account. And there we go. I'm signed in. So I have multiple projects that are already in there, but yours, if you've never used it before, will be blank. But it's pretty easy to navigate. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to add a project, right? And I would suggest you when you add a project, you give it a name and name it after the book that you're doing a citation for, right? So I have one here for Stamped, one for Doll's House, The Awakening, a bunch of things from previous things I've taught, etc. Right? So you would click New Project, and I'll make it up. Let's say I need one for the graphic novel Mouse. All right, so I would put that in. When it asks you for the citation style, please select MLA. And for the citation level, you want to leave it at advanced because it'll give you more options, which we need because of our distance learning and the different ways that we've been trying to get around things. So please click those options and then click submit. Give it a second. Okay, then the first thing that'll pop up is the dashboard for that project, but we're going to kind of just bypass that. This is information you don't really need to fill in. We want to focus on the sources. Okay, so you click on the sources tab at the top, and this blank page will come up. You're going to click the green button on the left-hand side that says New Source, and here is where you're going to determine first, like what type of source was it. So if you have a print copy of the book that we were working in, you would go to print or in hand and select book, or whatever else that you might have a physical copy of. Maybe you have a physical copy of a photo or an illustration or a newspaper article that you use, right? And you have the physical newspaper in your hand. Most of us are going to be using the website tab, but you'll also notice that even when you click on website, obviously there's things like emails and web pages and wikis and things like newspapers, but there's also under website, it says book, right? And pamphlet and all these other things. And these are supposed to be for our ebooks and that sort of thing. There is another tab over here that says file, app, or ebook. But basically it's something very similar. The difference is an ebook is something that was only and originally published online. But if the book existed in print first and then was put onto a website or digitized, then you go to website and select book. That's one kind of weird thing. But basically everything that you need is here. And if you're not sure about something and you need help finding, what category does this fall under? Just don't hesitate to reach out to me and ask, and I can guide you through that. Once you pick one, I'm just going to pick book for now, right? Once you pick an actual source, it'll start asking you to fill in information. One of the really cool things about if you have like a physical copy of a book, for example, is all you will really need to do is put in the ISBN number, which you can get by going to a website like Amazon.com. Then you can type in the name of the book. So let's say that I wanted to type in Mouse book. Right, I do a search. And there it is, right? I can click on that. Give it a second to look. Okay, there we go. And once we get to here, if you scroll down, right, if we wanted to, we could manually input all this information, but we just want this ISBN number. I want to see, there's two of them listed here. There's ISBN 10 and ISBN 13. We want the ISBN 10 number. So we're just going to copy that and paste it here in next to where it says ISBN number and hit search. And it comes up, and this is, in fact, the book we're looking for, right, by Art Spiegelman. So we click on that, and we do import selected source. Okay, we make sure that this is exactly the way that we want it to look. No misspellings or anything like that. All that is correct. So we're going to hit continue. And then the cool part is that fills in all this information down here for us. And the only thing that we actually have to fill in is if it was an e-publication, which in this case, this one wasn't, it's a print publication. You would just put in your most recent date of access, right? Which is, when was the last time you used the book, to help you write your essay? If it's today, you just click the today button and it puts in today's date. And then from there, all you have to do is make sure that you have that check mark indicated at the bottom to say that you want it to generate a entry on your works cited page. And then you click the save button. Sorry, give it a sec. And then you are set, right? So here is the entry, right? You don't want to copy and paste this directly from here because it'll mess up the formatting. What you want to do is when you're ready to copy and paste this onto your paper, at the end of your essay, you would go to print/export, go to Google Docs, give it a second to load. And then it prints it out for you the way that it needs to be formatted, right, in the MLA formatting. And then you would just copy and paste this into your works cited area for your essay. Again, if you have any questions about any other types of sources, like if something comes up and you're not sure which of those categories to choose, because there's a lot and it can become a little confusing, just send me an email or just ask me during class and I can go over that with you and make things a lot easier. Thank you for watching.